There's something seductive about a simple answer. One problem, one cause, and one clean fix. There's pain in my shoulder, I tweaked it last week. A few stretches and it loosens up. Simple and clean. When your body's tight and your mind won't quit, a simple, clean answer can feel as water in the desert. But your body isn't a flat tire. You can't patch one hole and expect the whole machine to roll smooth again. Stress, sleep, pain, the thoughts looping at 2 a.m., what you ate, who texts back and who didn't. All of it playing off each other, all the time. So this video is a better way to think about change, how your story and your body shape each other, and why feedback is the thing that tells you what's actually working. Picture one of those tandem bikes. 2 seats, 1 bike. You're up front, hands on the handlebars. That front rider is your story, your thoughts, your beliefs, the meaning you hang on everything. The little movie running in your head about who you are, what's possible, and what people think, and what's probably going to happen next. But there's a second rider behind you. Let's call her Justine. Justine is your body, your breath, your hormones, your pain, your nervous system, your gut. And Justine has opinions. You can decide up front with your story, I'm going to be calm today. But if Justine's back there pedaling like she's being chased by wolves, this is not going to be a peaceful ride. Flip it around. You can calm Justine down, movement, breath, a good meal, really good sleep, and that helps a lot. But if you're still steering straight toward danger, betrayal, scarcity, playing in your head, something's wrong with me, the body keeps wobbling back into the same ditch. So change isn't only about who's steering, it's about who's pedaling too. Work one seat alone and you've got half a bike. The real shift is both. And then you can use feedback to see what's actually creating change. Let's start with the front seat. Your story moving your body. Your story is the narrator, the running commentary. This is hard. This always happens to me. The old argument that keeps getting polished like a little stone in the pocket. The memory that ambushes you out of nowhere. And that narration isn't just noise upstairs, it reaches down into the body. There was a study a couple years ago out of the American Heart Association where they had people recall a memory that made them angry for 8 minutes. That's it, just a few minutes. Remembering being furious. And it measurably impaired their blood vessels' ability to relax for up to 40 minutes after. A memory, tightening the actual pipes that carry your blood. The researcher said something that stuck with me. Get angry once, it impairs you briefly, but what if you get angry 10,000 times over a lifetime? Same story, on repeat, slowly leaving a mark on the body. Now, the back seat. Because it runs the other way too. Skip eating all day and watch your patience evaporate. Hangry. It's your body rewriting your mood. Sleep badly and the world looks bleaker by lunchtime. Your chest goes tight and your mind reaches for a reason. Oh, something's wrong. I'm not safe. Oh, it's their fault. Or you can go for a run and suddenly everything feels a little more possible. Notice that. The body shifts and the story rearranges itself to match. But here's the trap. The 2 seats don't take turns, they feed each other. The body braces, so the mind tells a danger story. So the body braces even more, so the mind keeps scanning for the threat. Round and round. That's what being stuck actually is. Not a bad thought, not a tense body, but the loop in between them. Each one keeping the other alive, which is exactly why fixing just one side rarely holds. So how do you work both? You let the system show you. That's feedback. This showed up in a session once. I was working with someone using lymphatic drainage. Gentle to move lymph through the body. It started normal, but the moment I reached the abdomen, a wave of pain came up that they hadn't felt before. That's not failure, that's not push through, that's feedback. The body was saying, here, pay attention here. So I stopped, slowed down, and I switched tools from working with the body to a hypnotic questioning and just followed what was surfacing. And what came up was the story of betrayal. At that point, I couldn't keep doing the drainage. The body had closed. It was in a survival state. The intensity had cranked up and it was bracing for pain. The body was communicating. The pain was the body's feedback, and the betrayal was the story underneath. And the right tool I had to use in order to get the change. Because the real problem was never just the swelling. That's what feedback gives you. It tells you when something is working, it tells you when you've hit a wall. And the wall isn't a dead end, it's a door. It's the body pointing at the thing that actually needs attention. So that's the framework. 2 seats and a feedback loop. And you can run it on yourself like a puzzle. When I think this thought, what happens in my chest? When I move my body, what happens to my thoughts? When I shift my beliefs, do my choices change? You're not chasing one magic fix. You're learning to read your own signals, the cues of the body, the patterns of the mind, and what happens when you nudge one and watch the other. I actually built a free guided reset for this, to do exactly this, to explore what's going on, those connections. And this is a short one to settle the body and then catch the story riding underneath. So you can feel both the front seat and the back seat. Instead of just taking my word for it, go try it and notice what your own feedback tells you. The link is in the description.